from beautiful South Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Miami Dolphins. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
On 1st down, Jacob Eason. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Tua going to hand this into Breida. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Room here to run. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 34. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 21-yard line.
Tua, a give. This is Howard. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That'll be complete to Breida. And down inside the 15 he goes. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down and put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 14-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. This is Breida. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Ball carrier taken down at the 14-yard line. A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 11.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Tua. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
4th down.
And that is no good. He pulled it just a wee bit wide left. And this will remain a scoreless game. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've got to be thrilled to have this game still at 0-0 after the interception thrown on the very first play of the game.
They certainly do. And what I enjoyed was watching him on the sidelines, because as the defense came off, he was there to congratulate them and really say thanks, because he threw the interception. It didn't turn into any points.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They'll run with Taylor. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now Eason. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Complete.
3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
And the Colts first down.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A man who played college football here in the Sunshine State is USF's Marlon Mack. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Gain of 2. Brings up
certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. From the gun is Eason. He'll take a shot downfield and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big conversion on 3rd for the Colts. 44 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Eason to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. Eason. His throw incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 12-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Mack. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 10 more there and another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
From the 2, here's 1st and goal. Eason sets to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll start on the ground with Breida.
Number 22.
DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. Flush to a hit, and the ball is out. And the Colts pick it up. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to pass. Tua. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
On first down, Tagovailoa. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
I'm scared. Right there, 54, right there, right there. 50. Here we go, 54.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Formation for the Dolphins.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Oh, he shifts past him. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory.
14-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's Eason off the play fake. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
For the extra point.
So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Play action. It's Eason. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell. And it's second down. To throw again. Eason, he'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And his guys have got it back in the closing stages of the first half.
The second down take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
After the turnover, it's Tua. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, that was dangerous. Throw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Tua, the final shot before half. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. Past the 20. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
On the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run with Breida, and he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
4th and goal.
Interesting, a chip shot field goal here would give them the lead, but instead, they're going on 4th down. Now Tua going to try and sneak it. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Eason on second down. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Mack. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Second down. Here's Eason. Campbell making the catch. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence and not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Let's go, D, let's go.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Looking deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the...
Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Intercepted by the Colts. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
first and 10. Eason. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6.
Colts 21, Dolphins 6.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
For Indianapolis.
Taken in at the 3. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Out of the shotgun, Breida, and he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Fielded at the 33. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A pitch back. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Eason, he'll get this one to Pittman. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
It's a gain of 17.
They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Breida. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
On the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
That's a gain of 8.
He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? They had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
final score.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just get going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because it just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for the Colts, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Miami,